Crypto holders, brace yourselves. The charts are heating up and three major altcoins are flashing massive bullish signals. In this video, we're diving into Ethereum, XRP, and Cardano, and breaking down exactly why now might be the make or break moment for these coins. We're talking about potential breakouts, key levels to watch, and the macro factors that could send these altcoins soaring. Whether you're holding, buying, or just watching from the sidelines, this is the alert you don't want to miss. So grab your coffee, buckle up, and let's dive into the charts. Let's start with Ethereum, the altcoin king. Now, you know me, I like to look at the bigger picture, the long-term trends. And when we zoom out on the monthly chart for ETH, something really interesting pops out. We're seeing this clean, steady trend of higher lows. That tells me the bulls are in control, even when the market gets choppy. But here's what really gets me fired up, the RSI. This little indicator is like a crystal ball for momentum, and right now it's flashing bright green. The RSI trendline is tightening, squeezing tighter and tighter like a coiled spring ready to explode. We haven't seen this kind of setup since mid-2020, right before ETH went absolutely parabolic. Remember what happened back then? ETH went on a tear, dragging the entire altcoin market along for the ride. And I think history is about to repeat itself. Now, I'm not saying to go all in on ETH right this second. We gotta be smart. We gotta be strategic. That's why we're watching these key levels like a hawk. First target, $3,200. That's the first line in the sand. If ETH breaks through that with conviction, then we're looking at $3,800. And this is a big if, but if we blow past $3,800, then buckle up because the next stop could be those juicy all-time highs. And remember guys, when Ethereum runs, altcoins follow. It's like clockwork. So ETH's momentum isn't just about ETH, it's a leading indicator for the entire altcoin market. And that's why we're paying attention. Next up is XRP, and let me tell you, this one's got some serious potential. Now, XRP has had a rough couple of years, we all know that. But sometimes, the biggest breakouts come after the longest periods of consolidation. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now on the XRP chart. Take a look at the weekly chart. Higher lows, folks. That's bullish. And not just any higher lows, we're talking about a classic compression pattern. Price action is coiling up tighter and tighter, right below a major resistance level. And when that resistance finally breaks, boom, fireworks. But here's the thing that really gets me excited on chain metrics, specifically exchange outflows. We're seeing more and more XRP leaving exchanges, which tells me one thing: whales are accumulating, they're loading up their bags, getting ready for the next leg up. Now I know what you're thinking, what about the SEC? Look, regulatory uncertainty is always a factor with XRP. But even with that overhang, the technicals are screaming bullish, and this is a big if, but if we get a favorable ruling from the SEC, then XRP could literally explode. So what are our targets? Short term, I'm watching 75 cents. That's the first level of resistance. Break through that and we could see a quick move to $1. And if sentiment really shifts, if the bulls really take control, then $1 is just the beginning. Chapter 3. Now let's talk about Cardano, ADA. The quiet contender that's sending a massive alert to smart investors. See, while everyone's busy chasing the latest meme coin, ADA has been quietly building, developing, and preparing for its time in the spotlight. And that time is coming. The biggest signal? The ADA BTC chart. This is where we see what ADA is really doing against Bitcoin, and it's painting a very bullish picture. We're talking about a double bottom pattern. A classic reversal signal that often precedes massive altcoin rallies. But it's not just the chart pattern. We're also seeing bullish divergence on the RSI. That means, while price has been making lower lows, momentum has actually been increasing. That's a sign that the selling pressure is weakening and the bulls are starting to gain control. And if that's not enough, take a look at the MACD. It's about to flip green, folks. That's a classic buy signal, and it's happening right as volume is starting to climb. This is not a coincidence. Cardano has been overlooked, underestimated, and left for dead by the mainstream media. But while they've been sleeping, the Cardano ecosystem has been quietly thriving. And now, with these technical signals flashing bright green, ADA is technically ripe for a massive move, especially if ETH breaks out and alt season kicks in. Keep your eyes peeled on the 52 to 60 cents range. That's our breakout zone. Above that, ADA could easily challenge 85 cents or even $1 in a full-blown altcoin bull market. This is one you don't want to miss. Chapter 4. So we've talked about Ethereum, XRP, and Cardano. Three very different coins, each with its own unique catalysts and potential. But here's the thing that really gets me fired up. They're all aligning at the same time. Think about it. Ethereum is the backbone of DeFi, NFTs, and the entire Web3 movement. It's the infrastructure layer that everything else is built on. When Ethereum goes up, it signals a broader appetite for innovation and growth in the crypto space. Then you've got XRP, the payments coin. It's all about disrupting traditional finance, making cross-border payments faster, cheaper, and more efficient. When XRP rallies, it tells me that institutions are looking for alternatives to the broken SWIFT system. And then there's Cardano, the smart contract platform that's focused on sustainability, scalability, and real-world adoption. When ADA takes off, it means developers are building the future on its blockchain, and users are flocking to its ecosystem. These three coins represent key segments of the crypto market. When they're all moving together, it's not random, it's a signal of market rotation. Money is flowing from Bitcoin and into altcoins, and when ETH leads, XRP and ADA often follow. We could be on the verge of a mini alt season, or even a major one, if these signals confirm. And that's why it's so important to be positioned correctly, to have a plan, and to be ready to capitalize on these opportunities. Alright guys, so we've covered a lot of ground today. We've talked about Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, and the macro factors that could send these altcoins soaring. But here's the thing, knowledge is only powerful if you act on it. So here's what I want you to do. First, if you found this video helpful, do me a favor and smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to reach more people with this important information. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my future crypto alerts. Now I want to hear from you. Are you holding ETH, XRP, ADA, or maybe all three? What's your target for this cycle? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want exclusive insights, early calls, and portfolio tips, make sure to check out the description. I've got links to my free newsletter and premium Discord community, where we go even deeper into the world of crypto. Thanks for watching. And remember, in crypto, knowledge is your edge. Stay informed, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.